Hello everyone, so now let's discuss about the switch. Okay, we are going to discuss about the switch. So switch, why we are using switch? Why we are using switch? Example, imagine you have two computer in your organization. Imagine you have two computer in your organization like this is PC1 and you have PC2. You have two PC in your organization, you can connect directly with the Ethernet cable and this two PC can communicate directly, no issue. But imagine you have new guy, you hire one more engineer, you hire one more engineer in your organization, they hire one more engineer and you have the PC3. Now PC3 want to communicate with PC1 and PC2. What you will do? You have Ethernet card here, you have the LAN card here, but how you will connect? It will be, you cannot connect like this. Maybe you will install extra LAN card here, NIC card, Ethernet card, LAN card, but this is not advisable. Maybe you will say, I will purchase new Ethernet card, this PC support 2 Ethernet card, I will install here LAN card and I will connect this way. No issue. But imagine if you have one more guy in your organization, one more guy join your organization and you have the PC4, then how you will connect this one? How you will connect this one? It is very difficult. You cannot connect like this. If you have 100 computer, you cannot install 100 LAN card in one PC and connect. It is impossible. This is not practical way. This is not practical way. So what we will do? We will use switch. We will use switch. Switch is having the port, so what we will do, we will remove this cable from here and here and here and here. We will connect all cable from PC to switch, this from this PC to this switch. From this one already I connected, so let me remove this cable, 1 minute. And now I will connect the cable from here to here, from here to here. So what I am doing, I am using the switch, I am connecting the cable from the PC to the switch. So what we have here, we don't have the issue. No need to buy the multiple Ethernet card, no need to do anything. Directly you can connect the PC to the switch. So you can say this is a switch, SW1 we are saying. So how we can define the switch? We can define switch is a device which is used to connect multiple system in a LAN, local area network. We can define in this way also. Switch is a device used to connect multiple system in a LAN. Switch is a device which is used to connect same network, whereas router is a device which is used to connect different network. Example, this PC is having the IP 192.168.1.1 and this PC is having 192.168.1.2 and this machine is having 192.168.1.1.3. So this all PC are having the same IP, same network. If you see, this is a class C. Class C is having 3 network portion, 1 host portion. So if you see, this is network and this is a host. So this 3 portions should be same. So if you see here also 3 is same, here also 3 is same. That's why we are saying switch is a device which is used to connect the same network. Switch is a device which is used to connect the same network. And if you want to connect different network, then we will use the router. Now we have 2 types of switch also. One is manageable switch. One is manageable. We can say manageable switch. Another is unmanageable switch. With the name only, you can easily identify what is manageable switch, what is unmanageable switch. Manageable means you can manage. You will have the console port. You can access the switch. You can create the VLAN. You can create the RSTP. You can create the MSTP. You can do different configuration. That is manageable switch. In simple, you can check if console port is available, that is manageable switch. If you don't have console port, that is unmanageable switch. In our syllabus, we don't have unmanageable switch, but it is better to know what is manageable, what is unmanageable. So you need to remember, manageable switch is a switch which is used in enterprise network, big enterprise network. We are using manageable switch. Manageable switch is having the console port. Okay, we can configure by using console port. Whereas unmanageable switch is a dummy switch, like internet cafe. They are using, coffee shops, they are using this one. And whenever you go for internet shop, coffee, internet cafe, there you will find this unmanageable switch. They will connect all the PC and the internet. But nowadays no one is using, but in olden days they are using this. Okay, but this is not present in our syllabus, so no need to worry. After that, manageable also divided into two types. Okay, L2 switch, L3 switch. Manageable switch also divided into two type, L2 and L3. L2 switch means which is working in the layer 2. L3 means which is working in the layer 3. This is working on the MAC address, whereas L3 is working on the IP address. So depend which you need to install in your organization, you can buy. Generally in the access layer we are using L2 switch, and in the distribution layer and in the core layer we are using L3 switch. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept of switch. Switch is a device which is used to connect multiple system. Okay, it is used to connect multiple system. We have different types of switch: manageable, unmanageable. Manageable means you will have the console port, you can manage the switch. Unmanageable means you cannot manage that one, you don't have the console port, it is a dummy device. And again, manageable is divided into two type, L2 and L3. L2 is nothing but it is going to work on the MAC address, and generally this switch we are using at the place of access layer. Wherever we have the access layer we are using the L2 switch. Wherever you have distribution or core layer switch, core layer, in that place we are using L3. So L3 is nothing but this is a layer 3 switch, that is a multi-layer switch. This L3 switch will work as a normal switch, and also it will work as a router. We can enable the routing also in the L3 switch. But remember, NAT we cannot configure in the L3 switch. NAT is not working. If you want to configure NAT, then you need to use the router. Okay, so what we can say, L3 switch can replace router, but it has some limitation. You cannot use like router. You have some limitation, some what we can say feature is not available in the L3 switch. Some features are not available in the L3 switch. If you want to run some feature, you need to use the router, but most of the thing we can do with the L3 switch. Okay, so this is the overview about the switch. In our next class we are going to do the lab. We are going to see what is L3, L2, and how we can configure the VLAN, what is VLAN, all this one we are going to discuss in our next class. Okay.